Welcome back to Let's Play Medieval 2 Total War England campaign, episode the 75th with me, Squawker, and also the final episode of Medieval 2 Total War that I will be recording and uploading in the year 2018. Hey, where does the year go, eh? Hell, it's been about half a year we've been doing this campaign alone, but hey, I think we'll finish this one faster than we'll finish the bloody Carthage campaign on Rome. Oh, that one took a while. Either way, what are we up to today? Well, at the end of the last episode, I made a decision that we need to finish off the Imperials now. We need to annex what's left of their land and just get them over and done with. Bologna and Venice are incredibly vulnerable territories right now. I know there's a great big army stomping around, but we'll bring it down.
Be gone!
And we have a good idea of what's made up. It's the usual crap. Armoured sergeants, peasant crossbows, peasants, lots of artillery for some reason, and like one token goods unit. So we are going to move in. We're gonna make a quick strike against Bologna. We're then going to make a strike against Venice, and then we're gonna get the Imperials finished off once and for all. We're gonna make their position already weaker. We are almost ready to take Innsbruck. We are just going to get a commander in next turn, and then this army will just set off and start making its move against Captain Lorenz. We do have other armies prepared to strike, however, because the Imperials are attempting to retake Nuremberg, we are having to quickly back away and deal with that. But we're going to make a move against the Imperials in Italy now. We are in a strong position in Milan, and we need to keep taking advantage of it, though the Pope's also up to something, but I think he wants to just take Marseille, so hopefully Captain Paul gets there before him, but even then, he's going to lose because he's bringing a teeny-weeny army.
Sorry, I must remain vigilant.
Yes, you must remain vigilant in your own lands. Stupid Pope. Right, anyway, we're going to take everyone but the demi-lancers over to Bologna. Now, it's going to take us 2 turns to reach it, however, and this is probably going to be very alarming to the Imperials, what I do.
By your will, sire,
but
we shall engage.
It's happening, end of. I mean,
I will not waste
Captain Forster would catch up with us this turn, and it will most likely be a bridge battle, but we could probably play that one defensively. That being said, Milan, you need to... Well, Milan's already recruiting troops, so I'm just wasting my breath here. But jump onto a growth build policy just to make sure we are trying to grow your population back, but it's still wilting. But we will have irrigation set up in 2 turns' time, so we should be fine. Or might be 1. No, it's going to be 2 turns' time. So, yeah, with that being said, we are just going to jump onto the next turn. We'll observe the world around us, all the usual stuff, and make sure the Spanish don't try anything funny against us, because they're being very strange. They keep asking me for money in order to prevent them from attacking me. I am not going to pay them money because I'm not getting bullied by some 2-bit little peninsula nation when I'm a great big motherfucking kingdom that once conquered Africa. And if they think that I'm weak just because I lost to the Mongols, well, tell that to the armies I'm sending to retake Africa. Either way, let's just jump on and observe it all go wrong.
The enemy lays siege to our people, sire. Enemy fleet engaging us, my lord.
I wish fleets would stop intercepting me, right? Resolve it. Damn it.
Sire, we should disengage. The enemy shows no mercy. No more wind today, sire.
Hey, right, the Mongols sent a response force, but they missed. And yes, the Spanish have, well, they're not attacking, they're invading. We need to make that our number one priority now, annoyingly. Maybe the Moors will be my ally. Simond, head south, chat with the Moors if we still occupy Granada.
Approaching their dignitary, sire.
Anyway, by the way, Margaret Chapman wants to get married again, and she's produced Michel Berkeley. He's 30. So he's on the borderline really of acceptability. That being said, he's a confident attacker, he's a social drinker, he's a promising commander, generally loyal and fair fighter. And you know what, just because finally you've drawn out someone who isn't terrible, I'll take pity on you, Margaret. Have him as your husband. Right, that being said, settlement besieged. Toulouse is being sieged by the Spanish. We'll have to orchestrate our response to that in a minute. In fact, we may need to redirect Captain Paul to assist because Bordeaux is about to fall under attack. So Captain Paul, hold your forts for now. I wish there was a button just to cancel orders, like just, you know, hold that fort. You may be going somewhere else in a minute, kid. Agent detected by the way. A papal spy was spotted and executed. Now, pup, remember, I put you on this throne and I'll take you off it if you don't watch your step with me. Right, end of term report by the way. We're doing great, but we are suffering some big income losses, mainly because we are being sieged and a bit battered, so let's just be wary of that. Cayenne is ready for a new upgrade though. It can now become a citadel. Ugh, it costs so much money, but fine, just get it done now, otherwise we'll have a plague happen or something. Faction announcements by the way. John was assassinated. That's not good, and we all know who's behind that, and we all know Poland did it. Simon Baker now feels respected by the way. Morcarv Guildford has an overseer, and Leonard Luce has an overseer as well, and another Polish army's turned up. This is Alvin of Warsaw, right.
Outlander scum!
Let's start recruiting some additional troops in Breslau in order to prepare for a potential attack, and Stettin, I'd advise you do the same as well. Begin recruiting some additional longbowmen and some dismounted feudal knights for we may need to mobilise. That being said, the Imperials called off our attack on Nuremberg, most likely in response to my invasion. So you lot head back to Breslau as well to be prepared to deal with a potential attack from the enemy and swap it up to a growth build policy by the way. Okay. That was some crap faction announcements there, by the way. We seem to be having some bad luck all of a sudden. Construction report, by the way. Stauffen has some barren stables, also paved roads, Cagliari, blacksmiths, Dijon and Frankfurt, some crop rotations, and if I had more money, I would be spending money on more crop rotations. You know what, I can't even afford it this turn. I need to be spending my money elsewhere. I'm sorry, Arhus, it'll have to wait. By the way, recruitment report. Milan's recruited some additional arquebusiers and heavy build militia. Angers some mailed knights and dismounted feudal knights. Toulouse some English knights and yeoman archers. Cagliari some hulks. Magdeburg some yeomans and mailed knights and billmen. Nuremberg some archer militia and spear militia. Bordeaux some levy spears and feudal knights. Genoa a Rybau and some archer militia, and Dijon a new spy. Okay, new spy, Ansel Mantle. I have a little job for you. How good are you? Oh, you're a good one because you've been with the Thieves Guild. Good, right. Get over and start observing Spanish positions. I want to find a nice little town to take over just to show them what they shouldn't be doing. But yeah, we are now at war with the Spanish because I made the horrible mistake of talking to them. My celebrations by the way, Michelle Berkeley has now married Margaret Berkeley. Well, she is now no longer a Chapman. Michelle is currently based in Nottingham, well, in London, so he needs to be picked up. Admiral Garrett, could you just make a quick pickup, please?
Fine day to sail.
Come on, you, on your boat. And just drop him off at Cayenne next turn, please. Right. Cool. Happy marriage for him. Right.
Anchor until morning, sire.
Lots of issues to worry about. First is first, Admiral Richard, you were attacked by the Polish again, and because I don't want to risk just suddenly losing all of you, because that would be the last thing I want, because I don't want another army sinking at sea.
Breaking from the fleet.
Join up with this fleet, and then
Combining naval forces.
I kind of want to just go and take this army. Ajako would be a useful town for me to have, actually, sir.
We would see you dead, heathen.
Captain Sancho's just pretty much an all-night army, so we might be able to bring him down. He's also got some of the town militia, Jeanettes. There's something different to us. Can form shooting circles. Right, there must be some form of cavalry archer. Probably not too different from the Polish nobles we've seen. Ballistas, town militia, just a lot of knights, really. Alright, well, mailed knights are invincible, and
Sire, the fleet cannot sail there.
they can't sail this turn, but next turn we're going to move in. I'm going to try and take a Jacko off the Spanish, just to punish them, except the navy didn't even merge properly, right, whatever, right. You lot then, go here, land on a Jacko, and prepare to siege a town.
Ashore, sire.
Hail, my king.
I say we might be able to take a Jacko this time, but because we only have the one catapult, I don't like to siege with only one catapult.
Laying siege, noble sire.
It's just a castle there. I don't know. We'd be wasting our time if it doesn't happen, right? Just build some ladders and a ram. We don't need to make this one too fancy. The garrison isn't really up to much anyway, so just do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, do 3 and then do 2 siege towers. I just build as much as you want, right? Hold your siege.
We shall
we'll take the town next
siege,
turn. We're gonna, you know, if the Spanish want to attack my towns, well, I'll show them what happens when they attack my towns. Richard, also move in and blockade the docks, please.
We can go no further
Right,
this day, sire.
that's one
Yes.
little lesson taught to right. You lot by way,
Yes,
get
you
that to Genoa,
command.
except you can't do it properly.
I've tried whipping.
Francis,
Hail, my
move
king.
in and attack Bologna.
you will, my
Looks like the
king.
Imperials are
To
moving to
battle.
reinforce Venice for the time being. Let them do that for now. I'll get this town nice and quick off them. And then we'll engage them at Venice.
Laying siege, noble sire.
We could just go straight in and assault this town, actually. And there's going to be a few siege assaults, actually, because we're going to assault Aleppo because the Mongolians couldn't get Captain Yusuf Balai to respond quick enough. So, we're going to take a couple of towns today, so that's good. So we're going to take Bologna, we're going to take Aleppo, and there may be some other things to do. But let's start off with our first battle of the day. So let's take Bologna. Should be a simple case of just busting in, killing whatever counts as a garrison, and then just walking right back out, holding on to a new town, and then we'll get ready to really rub it in, sock it to the Imperials. So, maybe it's a straightforward assault, and I wish you the best of luck. What's your name again? Francis. You'll be fine. So, we are fighting Ulrich Herden at night, because I just love those extra command stars. His garrison is 1 unit of dismounted feudal knights and 1 unit of crossbow militia. They're going to get absolutely flogged by my arquebusiers. I want to watch them take down the knights. Either way, let's just fight this one on the battle map and just watch this one unfold into a nice clean victory. Hopefully. You never know, really. It could go horribly wrong, but when the strength ratio is 20-7, that shouldn't really be happening now, should it?
Honor and glory await England. Zoot. Is that the best the enemy have? Let's be done with killing them!
Subtitles say zounds, but that guy said zoot. Oh well, zoot lads, let's zoot them up. Right.
Unit, await my orders.
Should be a very simple victory here. So we're going to use a minimum of troops that we need, because we're going to need the majority of these lads to be ready for dealing with the Imperials. And while I would like to, nothing more than to send in the arquebusiers and see what they've got, I'm going to play it very safe today. So we're going to get our catapults, break down a wall, do our usual biz, and just basically move in, capture the town, bish bash bosh, Bob's your uncle. So we've more or less got a straight shot to the plaza with this road, so we're going to just take this wall and just walk on in. Could get our longbowmen to exchange fire with crossbowmen, but I'd rather not. Would be nice if we could get some mortars going, actually. But to win this battle, we should just need our dismounted feudal knights. They should be more than capable of doing the job. But because there is a presence of an enemy general, we will need to bring in some spears. So we'll be using our spears, using our knights, but that should be it. I would like to use the arquebusiers, by the way, but I have a feeling that getting them deployed on an offensive angle on the city might be a bit tricky. And while this would be a good situation to practice, well, yeah, you know, we might be able to get one of them in. So I'm going to keep 1 unit of arquebusiers in reserve, and we'll see what we can do. But I do like using my longbows, so yeah. Either way, let's just get this battle over and done with. There isn't really a lot to say about it. The rest of my units I'm just going to keep in reserve. They shouldn't really be needed in this battle. So you lot, minus 1 unit of arquebusiers. Oh, I want to look at the heavy build militia, by the way. I want to see what they look like. But yeah, you unit of arquebusiers, you go here. And then heavy build militia, because you're a new unit. We haven't had a look at heavy build militia yet, but oh yeah, this is what they look like. Nice heavy armor, looking good, looking very deadly actually. These guys will be quite good. In fact, what do we know about them? They're an anti-armor unit, so they're probably a weakened version of a dismounted English knight, because they use a bill hook once more, which is capable of being a very versatile two-handed unit. Their attack is a mystery, but their defense lacks in comparison to a knight, but it's still very good. In fact, a dismounted feudal knight actually has double the defense, but yeah. Anyway, let's just move on, get this battle over and done with, because we're now just stalling. So, in we go. Catapults do not use fire ammunition, by the way, just make this a nice, simple, clean fight. Just get in there, use your regular ammunition, and take the town. That being said, the Imperials have chosen not to deploy their crossbowmen at the walls, which is peculiar, so yeah, it should just be a simple case of us just basically taking down the walls. So, well, I say I cut it, but I think we're already just going to bust through them very quickly, like within seconds here. Already on 48, 60. My god, these are just some terrible walls they brought here, isn't it? Right, I mean, look at 90. And we're in.
The walls fall before the righteous. Send our men through to slay our ungodly foe.
The Imperials are sending a response force, so let's start moving in now. Alright, what's they sending? They're sending their infantry over. Send in the knights. And I have to say, I love the music when we take these southern cities. The Spanish music. This will be good for when we actually do attack the Spanish. But for now, send in the dismounted knights. They should be more than capable of taking this over. Once we've made an opening, we'll send in the arquebusiers and we'll send in longbowmen to barrage the centre of the city as we always do. But that being said, have they sent them both? Or ooh, they haven't brought the crossbowmen with them, have they? Maybe we could play with the arquebusiers then. Right, the crossbowmen want to stay at the back. Draw up a position here. Arquebusiers, get yourselves here. Make a tight formation and await my orders. We could just sit here and start shooting through the cracks in the wall. Longbows as well, you might want to start moving up and prepare to assist me as well. Don't use your flaming armor, by the way, you never really need to use it. But hold your fire, because I want to see the arquebusiers do this one on their own. I want to see the raw killing power of just one unit. Because then when we use 3 of them in the next battle, we can just triple that. But I have a feeling these guys, well, you know, if we get the practice in, I have a feeling these guys will be quite good. But for now, I just want to use 1 of them. Just because I'm still learning my way around them. So, that's not to overwhelm myself, isn't it? Either way, we'll make out a position here. If the enemy does bring forward their crossbows, then we will have to take a different measure. But as far as we're aware, they've just brought forward their dismounted feudal knights. So, we should be in a strong position as it stands. So, arquebusiers, just bring yourselves up to the crack, please, and prepare to move in. Longbowmen, if you just position yourselves just behind the knights, you will be in a fantastic position there. Alright, gunners are now in a range where they can hit. I'm not really too bothered about their range. I know their range is okay. Probably lower than that of a longbowman, but probably about the same as a peasant or arch militia. Right, lads. I know you can't really make the best firing line here because it's kind of an iffy location, but if you could please prepare to launch your first volley. I want to see how many of them you can take down. Okay. Ready arms. Alright, that wasn't a bad volley. I saw a couple of them drop dead. 2 kills. Alright, not too bad. Especially since only a few of you fired. Still, we've triggered them to loosen out their formation, but there we go. We can just stand around and start shooting them. Yeah, but they're dropping a few numbers per volley, and I like what we're doing actually. We're firing by line, so one line is just taking a shot. We get a couple of kills. The next line moves forward, and these guys go to the back, reload their guns, and then prepare to launch the next volley. That is, lads, you lot, you're very clever, and I'm liking your tactics. Okay, keep it going. This is just a nice little conveyor belt of doom. And I very much appreciate what you're doing. And you're very slowly just gnawing their numbers down. And if you know what, just keep doing it. Just sit there, gnaw their numbers down. I'm just not going to stand in your way because, as it stands, I mean, I just love this. It's just like a little process what we're doing here. And we've got enough ammo to do this for ages. Basically, we could just sit here, just keep shooting at them, and maybe you guys should come forward and attack me. I promise I don't have anything waiting in reserve ready to kill you. Lads, keep attacking. Don't just randomly stop, please. You've already halved their unit size, and that is already just absolutely fucking fantastic. These guys looks like with a couple of volleys, like if a full unit had volleyed, I think we probably would have really damaged these guys. So these, they know what they're doing against armored targets. They can really hemorrhage their strength, and their morale's also sinking quite badly. So yeah, it's definitely when we put them in an isolated scenario like this, arquebusiers, they are not a write-off unit. Right, arquebusiers, don't give chase just yet. The enemy's reforming and they're repositioning. Spears, I need you in on this one as well, because we may have a situation where the enemy tries to bring their general forward. So I'm going to get the spears in there. I'm going to get the longbowmen setting up a position as well, so we can start preparing to launch some volleys. Arquebusiers, you may still have some use to me in this battle, but for now, we're going to start taking control of the streets, and then we'll start moving forward. But for now, let's just get this fast forwarded, and I'm going to get my men arranged. So you know what? I'm going to see you when some interesting things start happening. Okay, so the crossbow militia coming over to say hello. Knights, I'd say you also give them a quick greeting. They are just going to probably skirmish and try and lure you towards the enemy general. However, no, they're just going to stand there and reload like idiots. Right, well, sure, just give them a quick killing, please. There we go. Look at that. He just went in and bloody... Yeah, he just slaughtered him. Oh no, we took a close range volley in which I don't even think a single shot actually just got fired there. Right,
Our men
yeah,
are winning the battle. If we
they've fucked
continue
up.
like this, we will smash the enemy.
And now they're paying the price for it. Right, just kill as many as you can, please. Spears. They are now entering the city. Good, because the enemy general's my next target. Spears, I need you to move up and make this area your own. You will set up a defensive position there, and I'll be moving the longbowmen up to start picking away at the general like I always do. But that being said, I need to wait for these crossbow militia just to get absolutely slaughtered. But to be honest, my knights are doing a very quick job of it. Actually, they're just basically just walking in there, just absolutely slaying them. We haven't had a single loss yet. Actually, they're just they're just slaying. I mean, look at that. Just going in, cutting them up, slitting their necks, slicing and dicing. I mean, God, that guy's just getting into it as well. Like these knights, they know what they're doing when it comes to dissecting and erasing the lives of these losers. Alright, spears, hold position. They're not quite done just yet. And I want them to take their time over it. Well, alright, we do have a schedule to keep. And it looks like they are actually now going to start preparing their next volley. At least I say them. Oh wait, we've got a few shots out, alright. So that's how we're going to actually get some kills. We're going to start getting some really weird volleys out. Alright, should I retreat you guys? Well, I don't know. I'm not really sure what we're achieving right now. They're just getting some very lucky shots out, but knights, just keep killing them. They're on the brink of routing. Just keep it up. They're just trying to fight back in some bizarre, pathetic way, which is barely working for them because, well, to be honest, what they probably should have done is just run away or never got into this engagement in the first place. So it's their own fault. Let them finish it off now. As expected and routed. Right, spears, come and take the front line, please, just in case the enemy general comes forward. Longbows, start moving forward. Get all your shots out on that enemy general. Bring him down. Additional spears you may need. You'll be needed just to cover the area, just in case the enemy general proves to be tougher than we thought. But this is just a minor imperial general, so he shouldn't really be that hard. Crossbow militia are coming back to say hello again. So, oh, I didn't mean to send a knight, so, but knights, you just keep going back. Spears, pick up the pace before they start loosing off volleys again. Just run in, and I'm sure you'll scare them off with a very simple charge. Their morale is already pretty much at the bottom, so yeah, you'll frighten them. They might just get, yeah, they're gonna get one little volley off, but yeah, this should be enough to cack themselves. Come on, spook them off, or preferably just kill them all. Just get rid of them now. They're wasting our time with their pathetic existence.
Is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Excellent. I like having victory. Victory is always a good thing to have. Right, come on. How are we doing? Nearly got them. 24 health to go. Right, we're almost there now. Right, longbows. How close do you need to be to start? Oh wait, they're in range. Right, longbows. Start loosening your shots off. Spears. Take your defensive position and await further orders. Right, our first few shots are just zooming out. I think we're just shooting over the house, so that's fine. So this guy will start basically feeling the burn. kind of feel like I should maybe go for fire arrows against the general, but then again they're longbows, they're anti-armor. And you know what, if all else fails, I'll just bring the retinues in after. Let the regulars just do the initial softening up though, and we'll see how far along we get. And that being said, there's probably not going to be a lot going on at this point now. It's just going to really just be watching my general just stand around. Oh, wait, I heard crossbows. Alright, those crossbows are just going to stand around being cocky. Get rid of them. We're not just going to sit around and willingly let them just start shooting us. In fact, bring more spearmen forward. Where's the rest of you? You need to be further forward, please. Just in case the enemy does decide to get further involved. But I want every last crossbowman wiping out now. Just get rid of them all. Longbows, keep the volleys up. You haven't had a single kill yet though, so I really need to see an improvement in your performance. Not even seeing that many arrows coming around.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Though they are trying to loosen out their formation, so they are already on to me. But then again, we're going to retighten it, so actually they achieved fuck all by doing that, okay? But they are being attacked, so a few of the shots are finding their mark, but not enough of them are. I guess it's not the easiest firing angle I've given them really today. They are basically just trying to fire over a very, very high building, but just keep sending up that general volley, and I'm sure we'll hit something at some point. Hopefully just one arrow just go boom right in the general's head. Right. Those crossbows done yet? How are we doing on them? One of them's just trying to kick us in the balls again. That's rude. I hope you kill him. Go on, give him a good stab with your spear. There you go, you kind of brushed him with it. Kind of just gave him a big old whack. Go on. Oh, no, you could have gone in for the final stab, but oh well, he's dead. Good job, lads. Oh, he went in for the final kill there. He's just trying to hack and slash. Oh, he got a lucky kill. Damn it. Come on, bring him down. Punish him for his sin. Shouldn't have murdered my dude in such cold blood. Oh, hello, we've got company. Alright, lads. They're going to be a little hairier for you to bring down, but it's alright. Reinforcements are on the way. Just hold your position for a few minutes. You've already got a morale bonus. Well, you haven't got a morale bonus. They're already very eager. Either I've got reinforcements incoming. Lads, if the faster the better, please. Longbows, just keep it up for now. Just keep trying to hit that general. I'm sure you'll hit him at some point, but yeah, looks like it's just not happening today. I might just have to bring the spears in outright. Spears, I need you to get in and just start surrounding the enemy. They're starting to hack. They're really hacking into my line here. Spears, get in there and just move in and finish off the general, please. I don't want him getting involved, and to be honest, my archers are just not having it today. But then again, archers, I have a better idea. Archers, move up here. We'll make a line and we'll attack from there. Alright, knights of my own. Yep, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Right, bring them down. Spears, pull out of that engagement, reposition here and prepare to take on the general. Knights, just finish the engagement, please. There you go, you pushed them back. Right. Maintain your position here. And if you see the knights attempt to move forward, intercept and kill. I'm going to bring the longbowmen into a position where they can see the whites of the general's eyes. Right. They're moving in again. Intercept and kill them. Longbows, form up and start just basically getting direct volleys in against the general, please. Alright. Careful, careful, careful. You're making the enemy general excited.
At last! Our men no longer command the city.
Alright, move in for the kill. Might be able to make this one quick. Right. Heavy spears, well, you have a weak unit, but still, come in, come in. You're welcome here. Right. Longbows. Open fire. Just shoot the general and the general only. He's right there. It should be a dead easy shot for you now. There we go. Look at that. The shots are just going right out, and they're all heading his way now. You can't escape them. And ooh, that was a painful one he took. Right, we've got his attention now. All right. Oh, wait. We have his attention, but he's fainting. Wait for my orders. Wait for my orders. We need to make sure he's going for a committed charge this time. Right, heavy infantry, get out of your current engagement. Let the spears take over. Archers, cease fire. Spears are moving in to engage. Let's see how good they are at this one. Spears, come in, help out, finish them off. There are still a couple of rogue infantry elements within the enemy army though, so I'll move in and finish him off. Archers just going to hold their fire for a minute, but should be all over for the enemy general. Yeah, it's all over
men
for
have
him.
slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Good job, lads. Finish off whatever's left of the general's bodyguard now. Maybe we can call this one a victory. Not a victory royale, by the way, just a victory. But a good victory at least. Nice to have a little bit of experiment with the arquebusiers. Also, I must comment, their ammo capacity is magnificent. You lot have a future in my army. I'll make sure that we start utilising you better. Because if you can do what you did to those armoured units, you can be very useful against those Spanish foot knights that we seem to be seeing many of. We need to make a decision on whether or not we sally forth against the current army that is attacking us. I'll have to have a look at it and analyse it and make a decision based off that. Right, how much of the general's bodyguards left? Very little of it, right? Let's move in for the final kill, lads. You should be able to finish this one off. Come on. 3 of them.
All of Christendom
Good job.
will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Only 145 men lost and you completely vanquished the enemy. I call that a job well done. Any experience gained by anyone? No. Oh well, easy battle. Bologna belongs to me, by the way. Fantastic.
There is no glory in hiding like this, my lord.
Ah, release them. They're not even worth it.
Let us go.
Glory, honor, victory! God be praised. He has granted us victory.
He has indeed. Make it a straight occupation, please. Oh wait, we've got to wait for all the bloody millions of priests that occupy the city to just spit themselves out across the lands. Is that all of you? Thank you. Right, occupy. Okay, Bologna belongs to me, and that's also made Francis quite noble in his rule. But he's also cruel and cunning. Why do we keep getting dread whenever we just basically do the right thing? By the way, keep the taxes low and start working on some repairs for the walls. We can also retrain and refit our arquebusiers. I'm just going to auto-merge the army. We could really use getting an additional unit of spears in here, though. Then start retraining some of the arquebusiers. I guess it's because we might have an alchemist lab within this area, so I guess we're able to upgrade them or something like that, because they're definitely not low on numbers. Unless they can have our armour upgraded, I don't know. Do you guys have armour? Yeah, they could be upgraded, so it might be an armour upgrade we're giving us. We might get some mailed ones. Imperials did not really take very well to me just conquering one of their cities, by the way. We didn't get a lot of loot, by the way, but I am investing that loot into additional recruitment for, how much oh god, expensive upkeep on merchant cav militia. I am investing some of that loot money into just additional troops in Milan, by the way, because we need to keep building up our forces. King Harry can't move in yet, can he? Right. Right, good. Bologna is taken. Let's do our next defensive siege, and then we're going to start looking at some other things, because I want to just do the sieges first while we're on a run. So, Captain Morris, your troops are ready. Please move into Aleppo and wipe out the garrison, please. It shouldn't be too hard, though they are still a bit fearsome, but I'm sure you'll do a very good job of it. Assault impossible, by the way. Can't use siege towers alone to capture a settlement. What the fuck is it made out of then? Fucking dough? I don't get this. Why can't you use siege towers? You lot can climb fucking siege towers. Did I need to bring a ram as like a token? Oh, fucking hell. I'm going to have to cancel this siege. What the fuck? Ah, this is annoying. Right, fine. Back out. Retreat. Maintain the siege for now.
Siege, that is cowardly. Fight me!
Whatever, right. Where
All
this
that
guy
is left
reach?
for us is
This
to
guy would be able
fight.
to follow me to bloody
God's
Damascus within one turn.
My way.
That being said, Garson's currently there. Right, you're going to have to break the siege, Captain Morris, and see if we can make it to Damascus. And we'll
As
brick
you wish.
and we'll siege there.
Yes, my lord. Breaking off the siege.
To war then, sire.
It's going to be a bit of a gamble if we can do this one, but if we can, right.
Laying
This
siege,
time build a
sire.
bloody ram, because apparently we need... I don't get that one, right?
The siege goes as planned, sire.
That's annoying, but you will just keep moving around, just keep causing problems for the Mongols. 'Cause it puts a town out of commission, basically, doing this anyway. So, you know, it's still doing some useful bits and bobs for us, right? We're going to wait one turn in Bologna while we do some retraining before we make our next move against the Imperials. Right. I do have some rebels to deal with quickly as well. I'm going to do the rebels first because they're just a nice little warm-up battles. That being said, Captain Augustine is not a warm-up, and he's bringing Welsh spears and armoured swords again. Right. Canevion, you probably can't... Yeah, you can't produce shite to defend my land, so we'll leave this one up to Nottingham. Nottingham, choose Billmen and mailed knights, please, and... we'll wait further instructions. York, send over your troops as well. And we'll move from there. Right. Fantastic. Right, we'll wait for those troops to be available, and then we'll move out and we'll deal with Captain Augustine in next turn. And yeah, you can deploy your garrison now and bring down Captain Arthur. But if you could please leave one unit of dismounted knights behind just to act as a temporary garrison in case a Spanish army emerges from a hole in the ground, because they can do that maybe. It's going to be a bridge battle as well, but my longbows should be able to be do this one quite capably. Okay, so it's Captain Harold against Captain Arthur. Captain Arthur brings a unit of spear militia, a unit of sergeant spears, a unit of town militia, and the only slightly concerned unit, a unit of feudal knights. So, we should be able to bring him down anyway. Strength is just 3-1 in my favour. So, Captain Harold, I have all the faith in the world in you. Might be a bridge battle, so it would just be one way. Just stick our longbowmen at the riverbanks, let them just get a few shots off, move the spears across. Hey ho, Bob's your uncle, just take him down.
Yes, sire. We bring the battle to the
Okay,
end.
let's just get on with this one. So,
Units, await my orders.
nice big bridge, this one actually. Nice and wide, but it's a very nice looking bridge, but at the same time it's a bit grubby in some areas. Right. Anyway, here's a bridge. What we're going to do is we're going to move out and we're just going to kill the enemy. Simple as that, really. Longbows, you're leading from the front, but I want you to establish some stakes just in case the enemy knights just suddenly decide about, ooh, we want to come forward and be a real big pain in the ass. So, you know, just so we're ready for them. But, oh God, how are we going to get you to set your stakes up? Because you're also very fucking picky. There you go. They're not going to stay in that position forever anyway. But yeah, units just buddy up. So spears with spears. Knights, you just position yourselves here. Oh, you're the well-armoured mailed knights, aren't you? Yeah, you're the heavy mailed knights. Look at them, so cool with their lovely knighty helmets. And then dismounted feudals, you're at the back. We'll have a use for you at some point, but for now, it's on the longbowmen. Right, start the battle. Alright, the enemy is just waiting for us on the other side. So, right. Longbows are to move forward and start assaulting the spears. That being said, one unit of spearmen is to move up the bridge and form a defensive perimeter just in case the enemy tries to move forward. So spears, if you could just make a little sprint just to make sure you do get ahead of the ahead of my archers, just in case the enemy just decides that it wants to do a mad wild charge forward. And if they do, we'll be ready to account for it with plenty of time. But we should still be in a strong position to do this one. Right, there we go, there we go, there we go. Good job, good job, good job.
Longbows!
Right, longbows, you need to focus on bringing down... bring down the spear militia, because they have a dead centre unit. Alright, spears, hold position. You're in a strong position there. You lot, by the way, if you would like to come forward and be contributing to the battle, it would be, you know, very appreciated. You lot, move forward a little bit just so you can neaten up your formation, by the way. Nice and tight, please. Longbows are now just doing what they do best, just loosening off a couple of shots, getting the volleys out, and they should be able to bring down a few of the spear militia. Just a straight shot should pretty much cut through their armour, bring them down. We're already starting to take down a few of the knights, so once the other unit comes in, they're going to be focused primarily on bringing down the enemy knights. So, yeah, the enemy's not in for a good time right now. They are about to get shungalunga-bungered, really, by me. That's all I have to say on the matter. Right, and that is actually all I really do have to say on the matter, because it's just going to be a bit of arrow attrition against the enemy. So, I'm going to let that happen for now, but spears, you will need to move forward a little bit more, please, because, yeah, these guys have decided to make themselves at home inside your formation, so we could just move forward a little bit. But apart from that, Doesn't really a lot to say. I'm just going to let my archers do their thing, and I'll see you when my archers are out of ammunition. Okay, so it's very clear that the enemy has been devastated, is the word I want to say, by my amazing barrages. I'll put it to you like this: we've wiped out well over nearly 3/4 of the enemy army with archers alone. Spearmen, move over, finish the job, please. These spears could actually just finish the job for us today. These guys down to 17, these guys down to 72, these are down to 56, and there are only 6 feudal knights left. Man, that is not a fun position to be in. But yeah, the knights can basically just, I mean, I don't even need to bring in my knights. My spearmen, it's going to be quite cocky, but they are actually more than capable of just finishing the job themselves. The enemy's already in a pretty low position with morale. They're shaking steady. Only one unit remains eager, and I think that's because that is the general's unit, and even then, I don't think they're going to be sticking around for very long. My spears have actually just moved in now. They've engaged the first unit, and as you can tell, their morale's already getting really low, and our men are just absolutely slicing them up. You know what, send in a dismounted feudals if you want, just see if they can come in and just be of a bit of use.
Our men are winning the battle.
Yeah.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. Unit, march!
Ooh, are you actually giving your men an order there? Yeah, we're actually going to come in and try and close the net on me. So, right, other spears, quick as you can, please, because I have just decided to move my guys in just to start bringing down whatever's left of the feudal knights. Just get them out of the way. So it means I am now technically flanked, but hey, he's down.
The general lies dead. We've sent the base cur to hell.
All right, bring him down. The enemy's on the run now. They've lost.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Let them run. They're not worth our time today.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Good job, men. Pretty simple victory. Not a lot to say about it. Archers, you were brilliant, by the way. Why you didn't gain any XP, I do not know when you brought in that many kills.
The day is ours, sire.
Very good job, men. Return to Angiers and await further orders. And retrain a couple of lads who were lost. Right, good. That's some good happening for us. Are there any more rebels to deal with, by the way, before I start worrying about the Spanish? I don't think there are. Not seeing any rebels. That's a purple person. Okay, right. Let's worry about our new issue then. So the Spanish are, well, I say they're attacking, but I suspect they're invading, and I suspect it may be the start of a potential sustained campaign against us, so we need to now prepare for what could be a long-term war with them, which is annoying. But right, what do we know about Captain Ferran?
Talk is cheap. Come face me.
We don't know a lot about him, but we know that he's prepared to siege us outright, so our position right now is adequate. I don't have a lot of troops, but they are good troops. Bordeaux is in a more precarious position than Toulouse right now, so I need to get reinforcements down to the area as fast as possible. So Captain Paul, you are to redirect, however, you must redirect. Actually, Bordeaux can recruit some more troops. Right, redirect to Toulouse. You could reach Toulouse quicker.
War then, sire.
You need to get down there, and you need to bring down whatever Spanish forces have been sent to attack us. I will... Why, what, can you...
Orders.
I don't know what he's doing now. I guess that bridge is just too much effort for him. Bordeaux, you need to recruit additional troops now before the enemy army arrives. What do we know about Captain Bernardo?
Name the field of battle. We will meet you there.
We know he's got trebuchets, so he will be a quick siege, and he's also got dismounted chivalric knights. We need some of our anti-armor dudes then. Get some dismounted English knights, get some more feudal knights. Oh, we can't afford more feudal knights, right. We'll get more longbow men and get more billmen, right. Bit of a mixed army, I know, but we're recruiting whatever we can recruit. Send for reinforcements from Angiers as well.
Yes, sire.
Alright.
No,
I know I basically emptied Angiers there, but Angiers can only send, well, we can only send one spare unit. Send some Hobilars just to look after Angiers. There we go, right. Gregory Westbury, you're still headed for Toulouse, because we're gonna continue our campaign regardless. We're not gonna just let the Spanish just walk all over us. Still, that being said, that pretty much brings us to the end of the turn. There are a few people who will be moving here and there, but we also just need to have a quick look and see what we're doing about Innsbruck and Captain Lorenz. We're going to continue our campaign in Italy on the next turn, but for now we need to have a look at Innsbruck. So the Imperials have pulled out of Nuremberg, where I suspect they'll be back. And I also know that Albin of Warsaw might attack us very soon, but luckily I've restored Breslau's garrison for now. I do apologise if I'm getting a bit of a sore throat, by the way. What I have here right now is a pretty strong army which could be capable of dealing with Captain Lorenz. Just to reiterate, it's a majority artillery and crossbow army with very few infantry really. What I've brought is, while my dismounted English knights are going to suck eggs against them, they're going to be better in the siege of Innsbruck where there are some knightly infantry. But I have my retinue, well sorry, I keep saying retinue, but yeoman archers who should be more than capable of dealing a lot of hurt. I've got plenty of knights on horseback. I've got artillery of my own. Pretty much the entire army I have at Bern should be suitable for making a move against Captain Lorenz. That being said, it might be enough to bring down Lorenz, but not the city itself, which is why I have these additional reinforcements just running slightly behind. In fact, let's just do a bit of a unit swap now. So, Captain Hugh could contribute 2 additional units. So I've got a fair few spears. I can't contribute any of the artillery, unfortunately, but yeah, we have artillery enough. I'd say really, though, I think 4 units of yeomen should be enough to carry the army. I think we want more infantry. So I'm going to add 2 more units of spears there, and then I'm going to head for Captain Lorenz. Now, Captain Hugh has some spare troops, so he'll march in behind, but he's going to act as a baggage train for the army, so he'll be just behind and he'll provide support there. Francis of West Derby, I want you to head back to Nuremberg for the time being, just in case the Imperials come back. And also, actually no, don't head back to Nuremberg, you know what, I have a better plan for you. Head for Vienna. Vienna's your next target. That being said, John, get yourself down to Vienna. I know it says 12% chance, but I'm sure that'll upgrade when you reach it. But I want to know if the Imperials are strong there, because if we could take Vienna, oh great, the Spanish are there, and their king's there as well, and he's probably already got his designs on my eastern territories. He's been for a very long walk, that man has. Very long walk. We may need to buff up our, we may need to hold that position for now. It really was 12%. I thought the game was just lying to me. Right. Not the best outcome, unfortunately, but okay. What I do know is there's a large Spanish army stomping around in the area, and I think he's headed for me.
Hail my king! Because
they're allied, and while Vienna is an open target, and a very tempting one at that, we need to prepare the defense of Nuremberg and Prague in case a Spanish attack becomes a reality. So Magdeburg already has troops on hand, as does Stettin. So as soon as we see King Gonglargolo the Malevolent make his way over, we'll deal with him. That being said, I'm not going to sally forth in Toulouse because I think we'll have to fight that one defensively. And also I have reinforcements inbound. Bordeaux will be sieged next turn, but I have reinforcements on the way to assist, and we may sally forth depending on the enemy army composition. Once Ansel's close as well, he should be able to assist in spine, but that being said, he's moving like fucking snail pace right now, so it's probably not going to work. So yeah, it means my retake of Marseille is delayed, and it means I really do bloody hope that the Pope doesn't take it now. But with nothing else to do this turn, we are going to move on to the next one, and we are going to hopefully take Ajaccio, which I know is a bit of a detour from my original plan to take Tunis, and it is buying the Sicilians more time just to start building up their defences here. However, the Spanish have wronged me, and maybe taking Ajaccio will tell them, you know what's going to happen if you start a war with me. I'm only just going to bloody conquer you, so let's stop this silliness now, eh? Either way, let's move on to the next turn and see how the Spanish choose to escalate this conflict.
splitting forces, sire.
Okay, so the Spanish are going to make their move against us. So Captain Walter is going to be attacked by Captain Ferran, and the strength ratio is 2-5, so my odds may not be brilliant this time around. We may even lose some territory to the Spanish, but that's fine, because I'm just going to have all their territory anyway at the end of this war. Right, what do we know about Captain Ferran? Well, he has a lot... Oh, wow, the Spanish do not fuck around when it comes to infantry. He's got a lot of dismounted chivalric knights, a lot of dismounted feudal knights, a few crossbowmen, and some swords militia. That's a new kind of militia, but this seems to be just generic sword dudes, so... Yeah, that's fine. Either way, they're going to be tough to deal with. He's also got a 1 unit of skirmishers, or javelinmen. That's a lot of infantry. We're going to need to burn their artillery if we're to stand a chance of survival. That being said, we'll take defensive postures wherever we can. However, this may not be a victory for us. However, we will besiege the town as soon as possible, and we will make sure that the Spanish pay tenfold for any damage we cause to this town. Okay, prepare for the assault. Get ready to defend your town, my men.
Yes, my lord. Preparing the men
Gaining
to
the
attack.
upper hand in this battle.
That is true, they do have the upper hand this time around, we will admit that to them. However, we will do everything we can to ensure that we hold this town for good. Now, I believe this is a double layer siege because this is a big town. In fact, it's a triple layer siege. We've got 3 layers of defences that we can use against the enemy, so I suggest we try and use them to their maximum effectiveness. So we're going to have all our units gather in the plaza and we're going to make our plan. Now, the Spanish are attacking in numbers, so we are going to be spread quite thin against them. So let's have a quick look and see what is coming against us first. So what we can tell initially is they have 1 battering ram manned by what may be the sword militia. That's going to be headed for the main gate. So we want a unit of longbows. Well, first it says want a tower switched on, so get a unit of longbows deployed here. Have them set to fire arrows, and they will try to burn down that, whatever they send there. Have 1 unit of spear militia hold the gate for now, though. We're going to use our tougher units a little later on, but for now, just keep the spears on this one. Okay. Now, in regards to the rest of our army, now, also there's a lot of fog, so it's going to be hard for me to see. I can't remember what level we got this area. I think we're just on arrow towers in this city, unfortunately. Now, they should have another unit lurking around here. Yes, they do. So, I think they have another ram positioned here. Can't tell what's mounted it, but I think it's going to be the chivalric. See, I think they're going to be attacking a wall somewhere around here. So this is where we'll have our other unit of longbowmen deployed. So I've got 1 deployed on the lower, 1 deployed here. That being said, that's going to be nearly all my archers deployed. I do have my yeomen left. However, I may deploy them a little further up the city. And the majority of the enemy army actually will be advancing around here. So yeah, I'm going to have my... I can't afford to let an enemy unit sneak in. Have these yeomen defend here, or these archers defend here. Have them do their fire arrows, but I'll be watching very closely where those Spanish choose to go. Have the yeomen, while I did want them to defend a higher area, I think we need them to be positioned here, and we need them to really make their focus on just trying to detract as many Spanish as possible. I'll have these guys also use fire ammunition. I know it's not exactly the best weather for using it, but we need to really play for routing the enemy rather than just outright killing them because there's so many of them. That being said, I have a unit of spearmen looking after this area. I'm also going to try and keep some units positioned where towers remain active. They should also have some siege towers, so we need to also have some units just patrolling the walls. We use our spears for the walls for now because the enemy is completely lacking in cavalry at least. I'm going to use our dismounted English knights to sort of be my last stand. So they're the bigger and tougher unit. So they're going to hold level 2 of the area. Once the enemy tries to make their way into these walls, we'll bring in the English knights. But because they have a vulnerability to arrows and stuff, I want to try and keep them away because these guys tend to be a bit glass armoured rather than well armoured. Right, what else can I do? I should have another unit poised to defend the gate when it does get attacked. So I'll have 1 defending the gate from this angle. So I'm going to get you 2 grouped up actually. You 2 are classed as gate defenders. You will hold the walls here just in case the enemy... Actually, no. I'm going to have you two as reserve spears. I'm going to pop you here. So these reserve spearmen, I'm going to try and move around as I see fit. So they'll either assist on the streets or they're going to assist on the walls. We'll try and move them in as quick as possible. But they're just going to wait here. They're going to be in reserve, and we'll move them as we see fit. As for the dismounted feudal knights, they may actually make a very strong wall defender unit, because we are fighting a lot of enemy infantry, and so I might actually have them make a position on the wall. So I'll have one unit await here, and I'll have the other unit await here. Right. This may not be the best formation I've ever made, but to be honest, I don't really have that much experience fighting sieges on the defensive, really, because I tend to sally out more often than not. But this is a new foe we're fighting, and the first battle against a new faction is always the hardest. We've got to learn their tactics firstly. What we've learned so far is the Spanish are a very infantry-focused army, but let them advance now. We'll observe their strategies, their tactics, and from that we'll make our decision on how to beat them next time. Longbowmen, open fire though. Try and get rid of that ram as soon as possible. Right. What's moving up on this area? It must be another ram. Now I do have my other unit of longbowmen ready to bring it down. So where is it? I can't see it because there's so much fog and trees in the area. I think I actually just caught. Yeah, that's another ram. Right. That's some dismounted feudal knights moving it. Once it's in range, they should open fire on it. They are set to fire at will anyway. Good. Right, you burnt that ram down. Excellent job, men. Hold fire though. Don't spend all your life just wasting your ammunition on these losers. Wait for the rest of the enemy. Let the towers just pick away at their numbers for now. We'll find other opportunities to attack them because they've got siege towers waiting in the mists. That's the hardest part. This fog actually means it is incredibly hard for us to tell where the enemy is positioned and what they are bringing to the table. In fact, that ram must be getting quite close to our gates at this point. I mean, it must be practically screaming down its neck. The tower's actually just started to open fire on it, and as have my archers. Right, longbows, get into a position where you can hit that ram, because we need to get that thing brought down. Otherwise, we're going to give the Spanish a very, very juicy opening into the city. Make sure your fight is entirely focused upon it, and make sure the towers are doing their part as well. We are positioned in an area where the towers are going to assist, so that's absolutely brilliant. Right, get in there, burn it down. Or at least burn down the knights who are bringing it forward. Right, I can't stay there all my life. I think we've got more units incoming now. The Spanish must be making their advance. At least I think they are. It's so hard to tell. I think they're repositioning actually. They're going to put the focus of their attack where the other ram's coming in, but I don't want to move all my men over just yet, because that could be a false flag. If that ram gets burnt down, they'll immediately change course again. Yeah, they are sending a lot of units though just to hold that area. If we lose that, I'll send the English knights to hold the breach. But for now, just do what you can on that ram. I need it gone, really. Come on, lads. I know you can do it, but I'm not seeing the best shots going in. Come on, lads. Hope that tower actually steps up its game. Right. Anything else going on? Anything else that we need to be aware of? Or are we just literally waiting for the Spanish to decide if they're just going to ram the walls yet? Do keep seeing silhouettes of siege towers, but it looks like for the minute they're holding position out. I think they're just banking on the ram tactic. Right. I think they're just going for the next gate. Right, archers, I have a job for you. Beat them to the gate, get the towers activated. Those towers will really hurt them if they make it to that gate. So just run. You can outpace them. And once you're over there, just set them on fire again. But get all the towers just working for us, get them shooting them down, and we'll be able to bring them down. What are these guys? However, these are the dismounted feudal knights, and they have got upgraded armor on. They are looking very tough, and they look like they are in a very, very bad mood. In fact, this is going to be a troublesome foe for us to deal with. If their armor is very good, but that's fine. Might be the calling for these dismounted English knights. They're supposed to be my anti-infantry, anti-armor specialists. So hopefully they're going to get in there and they're going to do me proud. Right, good job, lads. You've got the towers switched on. Now open fire and bring that ram down once and for all. Do not let the Spanish gain an advantage here. or just stand around and not fire your arrows. Come on, lads. Need more commitment than that. Like, seriously. That ram's just going to move in and take the wall down. Right. English knights, I'd start moving in. We may be about to lose this gate because my archers have decided to not give a shit. Get both towers up and running. I don't know why half of them decided that they just want to live there now. Losers, come on. Yeah, fair. There's been a fatal error in the pathfinding matrix once more. Isn't that always fun? Lads, in your own time, please. Get the bows and arrows. Fire it. Oh, fuck it. We're gonna lose the gate now. Don't you just love it when things just go horrifically wrong because your men turn out to be retarded? Right, English knights, I'd recommend you move. You really start moving it because the enemy's gonna come in droves now. Men, start repositioning. They're coming for this gate and they want the gate. Spears, start making your way down here. Dismounted feudals, hold your position for now. We may need you in case we have to fall back. Oh, right, finally, you're firing your arrows again, aren't you, losers? That gate's fucked. Right, archers, just bring something down, please. Come on. Get a clue, right.
Blast their eyes! The enemy's ram is through our gates!
Right, this isn't good. This isn't good at all. The enemy's going to start coming through now. Right, rest of the archers, fall back to level 2 of the city. I'll give you further orders then, please. Just fall back, get on those walls, and await further orders. Right, where are my English knights?
St. George, save us!
We are losing a lot of ground all of a sudden.
To our defense, or all will be lost.
Right, how are we doing here? Right, my men aren't too tired out just yet, and these guys might have lost a bit of stamina hauling that ram all over the place. Right. Coming down to meet them now, right. But they're bringing in a lot of units. Right, English knights, prepare to clash with them. You need to get in there and you need to bring them down immediately. The Spanish are bringing everything to that area now. They're gonna make it their one. They're gonna make it their one focus now. So get in there, bring them down, because you know what? They've got mischief on their minds, and they're gonna come in and they're gonna bring down what's left of my archers. Archers, I'd recommend retreating. Get yourselves away now, or do it in your own time. You know, make sure you've got a nice big hole in your calendar, but you're being chased now, basically, is what I'm going to say. Right, heavy infantry, get in there. Yeah, there we go. Good job. You've distracted the enemy. Right, you lot, fall back a little bit. You're gonna have to bring down a different unit, but for now, you lot, I hope you're ready for a fight, because now it's time for you lot to really prove yourselves as a good unit. Right. You lot, I need you to fall back, hold this area. That's where the Spanish are intending to make their next move, I suspect. So get over there. Right. Longbows, done a good... I know I'm running you around all over the place. Get yourselves back up there. Levy spears, I need you to hold some areas here. Keep the enemy at bay while I prepare my archers.
In the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Right, what else is going on in this area? Is the enemy moving any more units forward? I think they've just all decided to... Yeah, they've all decided to go over there. Right. Dismounted feudal knights, I want you to fall back to level 2 as well. I need you here. In fact, I want you holding the gates. You lot fall back a little bit further. We may need you to look after the walls. Right, longbows, up on this tower and prepare to provide some further assistance. Yeomen, up on here, prepare to lend some further assistance. Right. English knights, how are we doing? You're doing a fine job. You're cleaving your way through them, but it looks like it's a fight that you might not win. You are fighting a well-armoured enemy this time around. You lot, how are we doing over here? Moving in, we're getting ready to close the gap on the enemy. Right, just keep moving. I want you to just loop around, meet up with them and bring them down. Right, how are we doing over here? Right, our lads are trying. Really trying. Yeah, oh, come on. It's not really going too well for us. That being said, the Spanish have upgraded their units quite well, which means my men are having a difficult time bringing them down. But come on, I thought you guys were supposed to be good. So far you've proven yourselves to be, well, inadequate in every battle I've thrown you in, really. it makes me wonder why I continue recruiting you, because if I'm honest, this is just once more another example. I mean, what the fuck was that there? Yeah, this is only building up the case that I should stop recruiting you guys, just start using armoured swordsmen instead. Which I think I'm just going to start doing, because, yeah, these guys are not that good. In fact, I might be tempted to say they're a bit shit. Right, you longbows, I need you up on the walls, please. Get yourselves up there and prepare to hold out. The Spanish are on their way. We need to fall back to level 2 of the city. Levy spears, you need to just basically stand around and slow down the enemy at all costs. Prevent them from making it to level 2 of the city, please. In fact, just hold that streak for now. I don't know where the Spanish are planning to advance, but they're planning to advance in many, many areas. And even so, this is only the first wave of troops, by the way. They are sending in... They're going in a wave-based format. Right. How are we doing here? Right, we're just about lost all our men. I guess the only thing I can say about these guys is their morale's okay, but do tend to stay in a fight for a while. Tend to fight to the last man, but no, wait. I can't even say that about them. Right, lads. Sorry, but that was a pretty shit performance you put in there, and I'm not going to be forgetting that. In fact, I've got another unit just coming round. Right. Lads, oh god, it's too late because they're about to get engaged. Right, really move in and really bring them down. I want you to charge in there, and I want you to really, really bloody kill them this time. Don't just stand around and just be useless. Come on. Or maybe pick a weapon that isn't so stupid, like a pole axe. Because even the pole axe doesn't even seem to be that good for the... Oh my god, we're already just absolutely hemorrhaging units, and these guys are just moving in. And come on, this is like... Oh! Alright, you might make him do a really cool flip move. But like, these guys are also just for regular feudal knights this time, and they might be slightly upgraded in terms of their ability to, you know, deal damage, but look at that, you got... Right.
Only intervention by the Almighty, or a military genius can bring us victory from this.
Yeah, we need the Almighty to make these units worth my while. As far as I can tell now, all unit on the... Like, all recruitment on those guys is being fucking ceased. They're crap. Right, you lot, hold your position on those guys. Longbows or yeomen, start opening fire. Get those shots out, please. Longbows, up on the walls, please. Don't just stand around and wait for someone else to do your job. Yeomen over here, let's see. Can you start getting shots out? You can start getting shots out. Get those fucking shots out, please. You lot, make a defensive line here and prepare to hold out. I suspect the enemy is only interested in a couple of angles of approach. We're not doing too many. You lot, I know I'm basically making you get shot by your own men, but just keep the enemy pinned there and keep them lumped. It's a perfect opportunity for my men just to start getting lots and lots of kills. That is what they are doing. They are just getting their shots in there, but they are overwhelming my position very quickly. They've got the numbers and they're using them to their full advantage. Right, archers, just keep it going. Just keep getting as many shots out as you can before the enemy advances too far. We may need to fall back to the third level of the city very, very soon, which means this is pretty much a lost siege at this point, but we'll do what we can. But we're fighting a tough foe here, a foe we may have allowed to grow too strong. I suspect they've been sat there resentfully building their armies for a while now, and now we're ready to unleash them properly. That's all sorts of untold misery. Right, you lot, oh shit, you got flanked. Fuck me, right, you lot, yeah, you're screwed. Right, heavy infantry, prepare to, right, you know what, don't hold that area, hold behind this gate here, and await further orders. That being said, the Spanish need to get through these gates, and I hope I have a ram, actually I have a ram left. Right, you lot, slow the enemy down for a little bit longer, please. Longbows, just keep shooting whatever you can shoot. You lot, right, we're nearly on the wall, so we can provide additional support, but just shoot whatever you can, please. Just get every last shot out there. Just get them into the enemy, start zapping them out, just bring them down, come on. There are so many of them, and we've got so many of them to still kill. You lot just, yeah, they're just maintaining their engagement, right? Just bet that your main focus. Just do what you can. See if you can bring down the chivalrics, but it's highly unlikely. But just give them some good old English guts and glory. You lot, yep, you're holding. You've got them pinned down. Good. We're getting some nice quick shots in the back of their troops. Then let's see how many of them we can get killed. In fact, should I just switch to regular shots because we don't seem to be getting anywhere with these lot. By the way, are you lot on the wall or what? You are on the wall, right, it's good. Start getting some shots out, please. You lot have so far proven yourselves to be the most useless unit of longbowmen I've ever had the misfortune to hire. But hopefully now you can start making up for it with a good old volley. Right, up and away, and there we go. Raining upon the enemy, but I'm not seeing a lot of kills occurring, which is the shame part. You know what, longbowmen? Cut out the fire. Just bring in a regular fire. I mean, not the regular fire, you know what I mean. Just bring in the regular arrows. Bring in a regular good old arm piercing stuff. We need to reduce their numbers quickly. And they're starting to back away, but I suspect that isn't because my spearmen are giving them a hard time. I think they're trying to spread themselves out, or they're just doing something weird. Either way, just go for some regular shots. Nice, hard, into their backs, into this side of them that doesn't have shields, and hopefully we start reducing their numbers. Right, some more of my spears have lost their footing, by the way. That gate needs to close, by the way. I can't just stand around with an open gate, please. Lads, do you need to back up a little bit, maybe? Maybe spears. You need to fall back. Hold that gate for now. And await further orders. Right, got some more men coming into retreat. So I don't think the enemy can sneak through our gates. It's not the whole Age of Empires conundrum, at least. But they need to get their ram back up here. If we could burn that ram, we could skunk the enemy, however, and that's what we must do. However, I do not know where the ram is at this point in time. I have lost track of its position. Unfortunately, I cannot see all within my base anymore. It has gotten quite bad for us, the situation. Still, more arrows are singing out. Right, some of you start repositioning. I want you lot to position yourselves here. And I want you lot to come down here. And I need you lot to come down here. Make sure we're always in a position where we are facing the enemy and we are able to bring them down and also bring online the maximum number of relevant towers.
For a military genius can bring us victory from this.
Right. My defences are doing everything they can now to bring down the enemy. I don't think there's any further gates that they can use. I think this is the, well, I think there's 2 gates for the second level, but yeah, there's 2 gates, but they're not interested in the other gate right now. They are just moving in on this gate and this gate only. Yeah, I am pretty damn sure that this is the only gate they are interested in attacking, but we'll see. I'm probably wrong, but let's just keep it up for now. Either way, the enemy is up to something. They seem to be pulling away for now. I have a feeling they have another trick up their sleeve. Something particularly nasty is on their mind. Yeoman, bring yourselves over here, please. Oh, wait, no, there's something for you to kill there. Right, just start killing them. Archers, by the way, I absolutely do fucking love it when you completely and totally ignore orders. Can you just maybe, like, just get a clue and start following orders for once in your miserable lives, please? It's becoming quite insulting how frequently I have seen this one particular unit just outright disobey orders constantly. Like, you lot are absolutely retarded. Right. Just get as many shots out as you can and just do something that doesn't disappoint me entirely. Right, you lot, you're in a nicer position now. Start shooting some more arrows out. Oh, by the way, you lot, you're about to get flanked out. That's why they're all running away. Right, get in there. Keep some of their chivalric knights busy. There we go. Right, I know it's not the best fight, but you can try and keep the enemy distracted for a little longer. Right, you lot should be like shooting like fish in a bowl. Get your shots out there, bring them down, and if a ram comes, we'll take it down.
Genius can bring us victory from this.
In fact, where is their ram? That's the big question on my lips. They left their ram outside, if I'm correct. Maybe I should unrestrict my view. Well, I'm not going to restrict my view because that's cheating. But if they do bring that ram around, I need to have some fire arrows ready. At the same time, I need to just start cutting down the sheer volume of enemies that are outside my walls. Yeomans, by the way, why is our unit split into 2? Come on. Let's be sensible about this. Oh, they're just going to outright disobey my orders again. No, they're going to obey my orders. Good, 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 good. Right, anyway, the enemy is just still suspiciously standing around. Something's moving in now, and I think that they might be coming in to pick up the second ram. Right, keep it up. You lot can't route into the gates because I'm guessing it's because you're surrounded. gates are just sitting around and they are just getting a few nice juicy kills. Right, you lot, by the way, make sure you're hitting chivalric knights. I want to take down their better units than their weak units. Make sure that they're coming away hurting from this battle. Take down anything that's worth a lot to them, because they hopefully shouldn't be able to re-recruit it here, so will diminish their abilities to replenish their troops. But yeah, just all units, make your main focus, find a unit of chivalric knights, shoot them up, because they're the ones who must absolutely die in this battle. They're the worst of the worst, they're the dirty dozen. Right, yeoman, you reposition, good job, right. Open fire on the chivalrics. Start bringing them down. Right. Still don't know where that ram is, by the way. It's still somewhere out there. I suspect they are supposed to start bringing it in, but if they are, it's not happening. Or some of my archers are already nearly out of ammo. If I had more archers, this wouldn't be an issue, but I don't have more archers. But yeah, something's just moved in, right? I think it might be ram. Archers, ceasefire. I want to know if this is the ram. If it's the ram, we need to burn it. I can't tell just yet, but no, that's the ram. Right. Get your fire arrows ready. Bring that ram down, and we keep the Spanish out of the top levels for a little longer. They will try and bring in their siege towers, but I don't think they're going to be able to bring their siege towers through the gates, because that's called cheating. But at the same time, they'll just starve us out. Oh well. I can just get my little bit of pride. Archers, cease fire. Longbows who have no further ammunition, you must now prepare to hold out. By the way, I didn't... Yeah, don't fire at will. Just cease fire, please. I need you to save your ammo. Right, you lot. I need you to fall back to the top level of the city, actually. That's where your next objective will be. Right, longbows. What part of ceasefire is it really hard for you to follow, by the way? I'm just getting a little confused here. I say ceasefire and then you just continue firing. You're going to continue firing again, aren't you? Right. The enemy are bringing a ram into the area. I need you to put every last arrow you have into that ram, please. Burn it down. Skunk for Spanish. Keep them out of my lands. Let's see if we can do this one. Alright. First barrage didn't quite go as well as I wanted it to, but then again, we don't have the best visuality on it just yet. Come on. Just give them this fun humiliation this time around. Alright, burned one of their units down as well. Come on. Another barrage might just do it, lads. Also, the tower's helping as much as it can. It's also just killing off some of the ram pushers as well. Here we go. This is looking like a promising barrage. Oh, just catch fire, you wooden little shits. Come on. Do it. You know you want to. Right, give him another barrage, lads. There we go. Right, rams burn. Right. Cease firing. Return to your usual plan. Start hitting the knights. Looks like the Spanish are trying to change their tactic up. They're being thrown into a bit of a panic now. They've realised they can't take the city outright. And they're going to have to rethink their plan. That being said, they may just wait me out. And if they do, then we'll just have to fight. But they may retreat, but I doubt it. They used to do that on Rome Total War, actually. If they knew they couldn't take the city, they would actually just retreat. Or at least they could take it by conventional means, but... I suspect this time the Spanish may just wait me out. And there isn't really a lot I can do about that. I can stand here and just continue just blasting arrows at them, but until then I'm just have to eventually just sally forth and throw whatever I have left. None of my units will be let out alive, and my, well, I'll put it like this, my yeomen have now basically run out of arrows. They are on their last barrage. Right, let your last volley out, lads. Make it a good one. Or just stand there and do nothing as usual. Right, come on, last volley. Make it good. I spent more time shooting the wall than you did any of my units, so good volley. Right. That's our position done then. There's nothing else we can do. The Spanish are bringing whatever's left of their units forward.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Their only strategy left now is they're going to wait me out, and then they'll probably just bring forward whatever they have. Well, they'll bring their units into the area, but there's nothing else I can do. They're not going to leave because they know they've won, because they know I'm going to have to surrender eventually. So, lads, let's just make the last stand, for that is all we can do. Just make one heroic push, just to say death or glory to the enemy. Move out, engage, get as many kills as you can. Your longbowmen included. Just get out your swords, get out your knives, come down here, and just sally forth. Just make the final stand against the enemy. Show them that I don't give up a fortress without a fight. May have it this time, but they have to take it from my cold, dead hands. Right, lads, get in there and engage. I know you can do it. I know you're my best knights. You're my good knights. You won't give up a fort. You won't give up a fight. And just know this: though the Spanish may win today, English reinforcements are not far behind. They will come and they will bring revenge for your fallen comrades. They will do it in a style most brilliant. I will find the most wicked ways of bringing down their infantry. But we have started to learn some things about the Spanish army composition. These guys are tough. They're not to be underestimated. They favour heavy infantry and they upgrade it to boot. Armour is their watchword, so we must turn that into a weakness. We must utilise our strongest anti-armour units, who are not English knights. We need our heaviest billmen and our heaviest swordsmen to win this fight. That's who shall win this fight for us. And also, good, heavy cavalry. Even the strongest foot knight becomes a whimpering fool when confronted by an even bigger armoured man on the back of a horse. So that is what our watchword will be. Longbows, archers, cavalry will bring down this foe, but for now I suspect the Spanish may take this city off us. But men, I will not be satisfied until you have fought every last fight you can. Even if you are using a stupid little mallet, just start knocking their heads in. You can probably play a very nice tune with it. I mean, go on, just get in there. Just play me a nice tune. So that is all we really can do in this battle. We'll just have to sit here and just wait for the inevitable. I could actually just sit here and also just let the towers just do some attrition as well. What unit's not around? Get the English knights up on here and just let them stand around and do some attrition, please. Who else is up here as well that I've aware? Anyone else up here? No, I think I've got some running away. But they'll turn back in a minute, but yeah, I'm going to let the English knights just stand around, just take a couple of towers, and they can just sit around and attrition the enemy. But I can't just knowingly just sit around for several hours and just let the towers just attrition them to death, because the Spanish will probably get wise and move away because they're not thick, and it's also exploitative, and I don't do that. Come on, lads, keep it going.
St. George protect us! Our general lies slain upon the battlefield.
Terrible shame, but he died a noble death on the battlefield. Avenge him, lads. Don't just lose your heart because he died. I'm sure you can keep it going. So Leaders Matter Feudal Knights are very tough. Their high quality armour is a concern. We must upgrade the quality of our troops' armour as well. We must ensure that it's done. Still, this annoying distraction may put my campaign against the Mongolians on hold. Or at least we need to bring the enemy to a stalemate and keep it like that, as we have done with the Polish. We need to think long and hard about how we bring down this foe. I'm annoyed that they attacked me. And I'm annoyed that they consider themselves so higher and mightier than me. Still. I tried to make an ally out of them, but it wouldn't happen. So I will now have to ensure that they are brought down. But that being said, the very realistic prospect of a Spanish Pope coming onto the throne quite soon means my position is getting weaker and weaker. Let's hope this is not the beginning of the end of my glorious empire. We need it to continue rising. I can't just have it end all of a sudden. Right, what units are not engaged? Come on, everyone needs to get into a fight now. Everyone needs to be moving out and engaging. You lot, move in, flank the enemy, surround them, and we can start maybe putting a bit of fear into them. Just get in there and just start hitting them. Some of our longbowmen are retreating, fine. If our longbowmen retreat, just replace them with yourselves. Come on, yeomans, even though you also use these silly hammers.
Our army is tiring.
Good. A few of the Spanish are retreating. Good. We might be able to get some more of them out of here. And yes, our army is tiring, that is true. But that's what happens when it's just some of us against, well, many of them, really. Sorry, men. As much as I want to give you a rest, the fighting has to continue. It isn't just going to stop. Right, where are the English knights, by the way? English knights, didn't I give you an order to get your asses on the wall? I think I did, and then I just ran away again. Oh, a bunch of wimps. Come on, I need troops on the walls and keeping them defended for me, right? Anyone else up here, by the way, ready? No, I've got no spare units left, right? Well, they're going to have to run it then, because I need units on the walls and defending the area, because I've got a lot of troops in retreat now. I don't think I'll do a secondary attack after this. I think this will have to be one and only attack. I don't think it's really going to turn into a victory for me after this. The Spanish are just going to continually flood more troops into it, and the situation is now effectively unattainable. And perhaps some siege landers which they're bringing in. So yeah, they are actually now basically poised to move in and take the second layer of the city, and they can probably just dismount them and use them to take the third. So yeah, the city now is back to being compromised. Probably because I didn't read the enemy composition very well, but now the lads are doing that magic thing where they'll just suddenly take over the walls or something. No, I don't know. Magical phantom floating ladders. Woo! But yeah, our position here is lost.
We've lost half of our men.
Are they actually coming in, or yeah, they should be alive. It should be the invisible force field should be up. Nah, it's not. Nah. Do you really think that the invisible force field counts for people who aren't me? Of course it doesn't. Right. Position's lost. City's lost. The enemy has won this day. I'd say they've won it fair and square. Well, they have won it fair and square. Well done, Spain. You bested me on your first attack against me. Just be warned that a Jacko will be mine next turn though, and I will be seeking revenge. I have reinforcements incoming into the area.
Our ladders have reached our walls. It's time for butcher's work.
Time for butcher's work, is it? Right, well, we're about to get butchered. Lads, keep it up though. Just keep throwing yourselves in there. I'm sure you can do it if you just keep trying. You lot, move it around. Longbows, take a position up there on the towers. I know you can't really do a lot up there, but you may be able to at least just take over some towers, get them firing on the enemy, and that'll just provide us with a little bit of additional attrition.
Or a military genius can bring us victory from this.
Right, you lot just try and see if we can find a way to flank around the enemy as well. We need to try and bring down these chivalrics. But the rest of the enemy is now incoming, they are just taking over the walls slowly but surely. But if we can just get some towers switched on, we may be able to hold the enemy out for a little bit longer. Spearmen, hold this area here please. Longbows, you know where you're going, get up there, get the tower switched on, and make sure it's ready to start firing upon the enemy with all due prejudice. Right, the enemy's backing away, right. Let them back away for now. You two hold a defensive position here and await further orders. Oh, well, they're just going to come right back out there. Yeah. So you might finally get some rest, which you really need, because you lot are exhausted. But again, I have a feeling these people are also just as tired now. I mean, we're all very tired, but just keep going. You just have to keep pushing at it. I know you can do it, right? How we're doing with controlling these gates and walls? We're getting there. What's we got lurking around here? Longbowmen. Longbowmen, I thought I told you to get up there. Come on. Don't do this thing again where you just stand around and outright disobey orders because you think it's very funny, because it's not very funny.
Only intervention by the Almighty,
very annoying at the end of the day.
Genius can bring us victory from this.
There we go, right, we've got more towers coming online. They're starting to lose off their shots. Hopefully that just results in a few more dead enemies. Except, no, come on towers, just stay on! Come on! Don't be randomly inconsistent just because you think it's okay. towers are just doing what they can now. They're just starting to shoot, or at least they're trying to shoot. Come on, keep them online, you lazy archer bastards. Right, what is left in this area now? What is like running away? What is standing? I've got levy spearmen standing guard, prepared to defend against us. Longbows, fall back, and well, I hate to say it, but your plaza defense now. English knights, hold the walls. Let's get them holding these walls as well. As it stands, it's now an outright retreat. And by the way, look at all those arrows you apparently have left when I know you don't have them. I'm just kidding, it's not the game, it's what it is. Yeah. Right, you lot, fall back and defend the gate. You need rest. Get back there and defend yourselves. Let the spearmen take over for a few minutes. That being said, the spearmen aren't going to hold this one for long, but you guys, like any rest is good rest. We need to recover your stamina by some degree. Right, spears, hold the line just for a few minutes, please. Just keep it held. Let the tower do some work. Hopefully it can just bring down just some more of their numbers. Well, it's just one unit that's really chasing us and giving us the annoying network or the knitwork. They've taken this area now. They're going to start moving up very, very soon.
Almost certain.
Alright lads, keep it held together. Keep it held together. English knights, just hold this area and then continue to remind yourselves why you're an absolutely pathetic waste of a unit that has never done me anything good, because you have just been you've been a waste of my time really in this battle. You were useless is all I'm going to say. Very useless. Highly useless. Incredibly useless. Basically, you're a shit unit, and I don't recommend you to anyone. I'm going to have to use better units next time. We're gonna replace them with armoured swordsmen, because armoured swordsmen are probably better than you lot. You lot have really disappointed me. Maybe I just haven't found your niche, but whatever it is, it's a very well fucking hidden niche, because I thought you guys were anti-infantry and anti-armour. You couldn't even beat a fucking dismounted feudal knight, and you're supposed to be several ranks above them. Disgrace. Right, you lot doing alright, just keep pushing back. Keep holding them. There we go, right. We just need spears. Well, we're pretty much at the end of this battle. Look at that, we didn't even take out a quarter of the enemy actually, by the way. That is just the depressing statistic of this battle, and yeah, the enemy's just going to push through now. Pushing through to the plaza now. Oh well, I'm kind of glad that we fought this one out to the end. Spotted English knights, they're just fighting it now, but yeah. Are we going to do a good job? Are they? Fuck. Right, you lot, hold your position. I don't think the tower's going to retroactively fire at them though, which is annoying. It's very annoying in fact. Right, longbows, meet them. Knights, meet them as well. Come on. Final battle for the plaza of this castle. We may lose it this time, but we'll be back for it later. And that's when we really fight for it. We'll be there next turn. We'll put the thumb screws on. When we're fighting a force this powerful, actually, this may be one of those situations where I need to siege the enemy out rather than just go in all guns blazing. That being said, I don't know what my capacity is to hold them, but if we can, we will. Well, this is a very tough enemy, and yeah, the towers don't seem to do the whole backwards firing thing, and the rest of the enemy doesn't seem very bothered about moving forward, because I think they've just worked out that they can win with this one unit of chivalric knights, annoyingly. These guys probably have the best golden chevron in the world now. It'll be all very, 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 very shiny. Keep trying, lads. I know you can do it, but it looks like it's all going to go wrong for you now. Well, we tried, and I'm just going to stop being so depressing and stuff. I know my commentator has to be very thrilling here. It's just be like, yeah, we fucked it here. We just completely fucked it up. Yeah, that's all I have to say. It didn't happen for us today. The Spanish have well and truly beaten me, fair and square. It was a fair fight. They didn't cheat, and I played fair and well. I didn't cheat. But Spanish have proven themselves as a foe who should not be underestimated, and we will have to do everything we can to provide a victory next time we fight them. Oh, actually, did we just take that unit out? Come on. Oh, wait, we routed them. Hooray! Right, we had one tiny, tiny victory. Great. We'll just leave him there because I don't know what's happening there. Well, I sent one unit just to finish him off, please. Come on. Get rid of him, please. Get rid of that loser. Thank you. Alright, knights. Hold your position here. There might just be a little final appendix to this story. A teeny-weeny epilogue. Well, I say it's a teeny-weeny epilogue because the Spanish are just going to... I think they are sending more units over. Are they? Are they not? I don't know. Spain? Are you coming over to finish the fight, or do I just have to hit the quit button? Because I have realised this episode is now getting very long, and it's all because of you. Yeah, they're having a bit of a brain fart moment. Right, well, unfortunately, I can't... Well, I did put time limits on, didn't I? But, yeah, well, we can regret that decision later. I will send a unit out to lure them back towards me. Send both English knights in the back just to try and get them... Just try and... Ah, there we go. See, we've lured them. They're coming. Hello, guys. Just come over and just actually do something. Right. There we go. Right, the Spanish have just basically just run in now. Got the towers shooting at them. Right, you lot. Start doing...
Something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Yes, I know, but I wanted to make sure it was a defeat, but that didn't involve me just smashing a quick button because... Yeah. Right, lads. Come in. Just close it, just close ranks, and just fall on them. That's all we can really do at this point. There's no strategy to this anymore. There's no strategy that can be had. I think they're actually making a new plan now to take out my longbowmen on the wall. It's not like they're doing anything apart from the keep the tower switched on. Which is at least trying to mow down a few more of their men. So at least we got that going for us, as well. It's not by a lot. Well, we did our best. We did our best. It just wasn't enough this time around. Right. What have I got left? I've got some knights, I've got some spears, that's all I really have. Right, just get in there. Give it one last go now. Give it one last go, lads.
Changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Just let them take the area now. Just keep moving, just keep attacking, just keep actively trying to take down a couple of them. Each one you kill is still worth a lot to me. I don't think it's going to work out. Come on, just take him, take him, take him, take him. Still, I think this is all we have to say on this battle for now, so I think this is actually where I will... Yeah,
our foe has taken control of the castle.
Right, let that run down then, let that run down, and then we can say, right, it's done. They've won. They've won fair and square.
That's all I have to say. In the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Losing all the buildings now, all the longbowmen are in retreat, and that actually somehow reset.
The enemy is no longer in command of the castle.
Done. Right, go on, lads, just have one last go at it there, or you're gonna lose so hardcore.
Only intervention by the Almighty, or a heaven help us. Our foe has taken control of the castle.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say we've lost. Right, come on, just fight it to the end. There we go. They're trying. But too many of them this time around. They're all everywhere. Some very nice shields, by the way. I guess the chivalrics get the nicer patterns and the nicer shields, whereas the feudals just get the crap ones.
We've been dealt a stinging defeat today.
Yes. This Spanish sword infantry is very powerful. We did not really make many dents into their army. That being said, we were heavily out-armed. You know, we were outmanned and outgunned this time around. Still, I'm happy that we killed over 500 of them, so it means we did try, but it was not our battle today, and unfortunately, this is no longer our castle. Still, I do enjoy having a bit of revenge every now and then, and Spain will be experiencing that next time.
The enemy has surrounded us. We are besieged. The enemy lays siege to our people, sire.
If you are wise, you will listen to me closely.
Oh, you finally want a ceasefire, do you, Mongols? Why should I give you a ceasefire, though? Like... Why do I want to have peace with the Mongols now? Not that I really want to coexist with them. Still, they won't actively interfere with me for a while. I guess it'll allow me some time to build up in Tunis. Alright, Mongols, you get your peace for now, but I will betray you very soon. I don't really have a lot to lose in terms of reputation.
You agree? This is outstanding news.
Loser.
You show much understanding. This is good.
I wonder what happens to my other army then. I guess it forces our siege to end, but let's face it, this army wasn't going anywhere. And we must now see some... Oh yeah, because it's my fault I'm fighting Spit. Bloody hell, pup, you're a bit two-faced, aren't you? Right, lads, move into Egypt and, I don't know, go attack them or something.
We'll make camp here, sire.
To be honest, I am expecting the Mongols to betray me within one turn, so I'm not excited to say this is like going to be the biggest piece of the world. Siri, what are you up to, you fat bastard? You keep fucking turning... Yeah, whatever. Anyway, our forces were utterly vanquished, which means, yeah, that's all gone wrong, and they sacked it, so the Spanish are not exactly brilliant people. Bordeaux is also under siege, so we will have to deal with that. Breslau has also been sieged, so we'll have to deal with that. Who are you, by the way? Just some random spear militia, right? Well, how about you randomly walk away?
Yes.
And let's see what else there is. End of term report. Yeah, money's slipping. We need to look into that. That being said, Canevion is ready for its upgrades. So, oh my god, how much was that? Was that? Oh, 2,307. I thought for a minute that said 23,000. I was like, fucking hell. Faction announcements, by the way. Loafwine feels appreciated. Simon Filtzwater has a dignitary. Simon has a biographer. Edward Bradful has an ordnance master as well. That being said, maybe
Yes,
you could
Lord.
try and get peace with the Spanish. I'll
Approaching
give him
their
a pretty
dignitary,
price.
sire.
I'll give you 10 grand to fuck off, and I'll let you keep Toulouse for now.
So, is this a call for peace then?
It is. Stop fighting me. And I'll offer you trade rights. And I'll offer you my map information. And I'll give you a single payment. Because I don't really want to fight the Spanish, if I'm honest. It's not that I can't be bothered, it's just that this is not something that is on my priority list right now. How does 5,000 florins sound to you? Very demanding. Right, I'll give you 10,000 and not a penny less. And that is actually all you're getting. I'm not giving you regular tribute. I'm not having that eating to my income. My income's already being shrinking. That's still very demanding, by the way. 10,000 florins.
No. You must think this lady a fool, or worse.
These Spanish people,
Tell
I
me,
swear to God.
do you always disappoint the ladies?
Yes. Right, anyway, construction report. Milan has irrigation and Bologna has upgraded. Well, it's repaired itself, actually. Recruitment report, by the way. Nottingham's recruited some billmen and mailed knights. Milan some heavy bill militia and arquebusiers and some spear militia. Breslau some spear militia and catapults. Stettin some yeoman archers and dismounted feudal knights. Bordeaux some dismounted English knights. Bordeaux some longbowmen as well and billmen. Bologna some spear militia, and then it's just all retraining. Diplomatic information, by the way. We now have a truce with Mongols. They also have the same with the Polish and the Spanish, but I will not rest until the Mongols are thoroughly exterminated. However, a temporary ceasefire with them may have its advantages for me, as in they will interfere with me in my campaign against the Sicilians, which would be very useful for me. And then it'll also buy me time to build up my armies, because right now I've got some other things to focus on. I need to finish off the HRE now, and I need to finish off the Spanish. Maybe my escalation against the HRE is what's triggered Spain, but I honestly don't know. The Spanish have been an unknown foe for a while, and I've always questioned their motives, but now it's all come to light what they stand for: my destruction. So we need to scramble, and we need to get ready before we start losing a lot of land to these folks, and we'll be ready for them. What do we know about Captain Bernardo, by the way?
Come face me!
He's bringing some tough infantry, and he's also bringing a trebuchet and plenty of siege equipment. Bordeaux's garrison once more is not equipped to fight them. That being said, Captain Anthony is in position to help, so let's get him over here now.
As you wish.
And we will fight that battle on the next episode. We are going to sally forth on that one. Captain Paul is 2 turns away from reaching the area, but I'm going to give him a general. Withdraw 1 unit of spears from this army, please. And
Orders.
Ambrose...
My lord.
wait, hang on, who's better? Ambrose or John? You're both quite good, actually. But Ambrose, you've been elected as the primary leader, so you will link up here. John, take Captain John.
Forming up into
Get
a
yourself
force to be
down.
feared.
Get yourself over to Bern and prepare. Actually, no. Get up to Angers
Yes.
and prepare to
We'll
recruit more
stop.
troops.
Orders.
Ambrose, this will recruit. Oh, fuck you, Pope. I am not going to sit around and let myself get pushed around by the Spanish because of your whim. I'm sorry, Pope, but you cannot just push me
As you
around
wish.
and say, I'm going to
tomorrow,
excommunicate you because you're fighting the Spanish, even though they're the ones who started this war. Sorry, Pope, you're a blind bastard who's taking money up the bum from the Spanish cardinals. You're clearly not my Pope anymore. Therefore, I announce my secession from this church. We're going to become Protestants. Bugger it, we're Protestants now. I don't know how I do it. I don't know. Maybe I type in the chat or in the fucking command bar. Make England Protestant, but fuck this Pope. I thought we were we were rebuilding our friendship, but if he's going to be like this, then sod it. I'll take excommunication. Still. Until the next episode, my friends, I will see you, where we'll kick off 2019, where in one arena I'm getting my bum thoroughly kicked, and the other one, I'm kicking bums. Or something like that. But I really do hope you have a lovely new year. I hope your Christmas has been brilliant as well. Once more, stay safe, have fun, and I'll see you for in the new year for both new videos that aren't Spore, more Medieval 2 Total War, and by the way, if you didn't see my announcements already, I do have a second channel. Make sure you subscribe to that because there'll be the first few videos coming out of that. I'll be re-uploading my old reviews for the time being, but I'm also mixing some new content. It's mainly just me talking, but then again, that's what you're watching right now, so it's just more of the same, but in a slightly different context. Yap, 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 yap. Right, see you on the next episode, my friends. Once more, I wish you all the best for 2019. Bye!